we all love each other. We're a family, and we're all talking to each other. It's really nice. It's really
Is
nice.
this why I don't have any friends? I really hate a group chat myself. I'm not a fan of a group chat myself. I'm like, could we say everything we have to say in 4 words or less?
Jeff,
But you
Jeff
had
went
a
on the
good time
radio
at dinner
today.
with me. I'm like a good girl. I'm like a good time girl, but I just don't like a group chat.
That's
Um,
not the
bef
same thing.
Before we move on, look, I TBD on Mercedes. Like Jeff once had a couple of ups and downs with Jenny, then some ups and downs with Megan. I mean, we might as well throw in Heather, whatever the hell her name is. Old McDonald had a farm. So I don't know. This could go either way. He does give a lot of chances, but sometimes when it's over, it's over. So I think TBD on Mercedes, right? I'm not sure this could go
I
either
think,
way.
I think he has to sit back, evaluate it, recognize it, and then identify with, because this is personal. I think the
Well,
hurt,
is he still mad at her now that this is all she came on the air and isn't it all worked out? No.
well, we don't know. It's to be determined
Aw.
because there's a lot of private things that happen, which I don't want to share because it's not my story to yeah. tell.
Hmm.
But I think it would just, I mean, you'll see, you'll know, you'll understand.
We're gonna
But
find out
Mercedes, I gotta say, I think she was angry at herself for conducting it in that way because you
publicly.
weren't, well, because you weren't in the trader house when you were pitting people against each other or
True.
I don't think she was angry at herself. I think she was angry that people threw her, she feels like people threw her under the bus
Why?
because they told Jeff that she was complaining without him know behind his
But
back.
she,
So I
but
that's
she
how
was.
no, but she was, and that's the whole issue about it. She still has not taken accountability for that and just said, "Hey, I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that." That's fine. End it there, but then don't come back afterwards and go on a podcast and then trash the event.
But
Still,
see, this is where, Jeff is so much more forgiving than me. This is why I want no friends in the public eye. Now I have some, you guys, Luann, Countess. I mean, I love Jill Zarin. She's my
this is why
neighbor in
David is
Sag
not on
Harbor.
a group chat with anyone.
If you do something publicly, like listen, I love Mercedes. Let me be very clear. I had her on this podcast. I fucking love her.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if you do something publicly to me, it's kind of like and we're gonna get into Beverly Hills. I'm kind of like Garcelle. I'm just like, you can live with whatever view of me you have. It could be totally wrong. Adulthood is I
I,
will not correct you. I will not clap back. But you now did this publicly. So you are truly dead to me. You can ask your friend Anakin Koses, as you say. I mean, there's no coming back from it.
but David, do
Yes.
you like being lied to?
Huh?
Do you like being lied to?
No, that's why I'm saying if I were Jeff and I love Mercedes, but if someone went on some public platform and was making this a thing, I'd be like, there's no coming back. Like you're
So
dead to
what's
me.
your so what's your feeling now that let's say you know what you know and how it was curated? What do you feel about the whole situation?
Well, I do love Mercedes, but I'm not Jeff, but I wouldn't have never had you back on the radio. I wouldn't talk about it. You would just be dead to me if you went and trashed me in a public forum. That's the problem I have with all these people and the public eye that I have personally had feuds with. If you cared about this friendship and not clicks because you're so thirsty, because you're whatever, then you would have a conversation off air with me.
I agree.
So that is the difference. So
Do
people
you
can
think
go
it's
down
because
because I do live shows. I always do live shows. Like I do virtual live shows with Sarah Fraser every night. And if you get everyone gets a question. If it takes 7 hours, I will stay for 7 hours. I'm always asked, you had a feud with this housewife, you had a feud with that one. It's like no, the answer is always the same. If you cared about me as a person, you would come to me off air and have this discussion because you would care about our friendship. You would not do it in a public. And by the way, I have never done that to someone I was friends with. you can, and by the way, you never clap back at people below you, by
Sure.
the way. So when they do it, all of them, I'm just like, you are now dead to me, and you do go at it.
But but it also
Use my
hurts.
name for 6 months.
But it
Yeah.
hurts when that
But
happens.
that's what I'm saying. So if I were Jeff, although I love Mercedes because I'm not Jeff, if I were Jeff, I would never, I wouldn't deal with this person ever again, to be honest. That's how I would handle it if I were Jeff. I would
Would
be
just
done.
yeah,
I'd be done with a
yeah.
Mercedes.
Can I tell you, I would probably handle it the same way you just suggested it, because if you're supposed to be my friend,
But you do. When people, I always say, when you really want to be worried is when Paul just stops talking to you, because that means he just doesn't give a fuck. He won't answer. He won't answer negatively. He just cuts
I
you
am
knees.
I'm the same way. I will not come back at you. I will not. It's just over. Like, you can now go and talk about it for 6 months. You go get your clicks on my name. I will never acknowledge this again. I don't care, because I don't have that type of angst in my life. I have a very peaceful life. And I want to say, you'll never have to worry about this with me, Paul. You'll never have to stop speaking to me. There is not one person in the public eye that I have. See, I'm not above it. Like, I practice what I preach. I
Yeah.
don't get mad at people. I have not gotten mad at a human being I get mad when it's like business and there's incompetency, but those are not friends. I
Right.
don't get mad at friends. I have not gotten mad at a human being in my life for decades. Now, when you
But
get
how
mad
are you?
at,
But
but
how
when
are you
you
not
get,
friends?
huh?
go ahead, finish
But
up.
when you get mad at me, then that is your insecure people. Let me tell you something. Can I say you have a minute?
Sure.
Oh, but
This is your
people,
time. This is your time, my friend. I'm on your club.
people above you that are happy. They're happy in relationships. They have a lot of money. They're happy in their careers. They love their life. They're happy.
Yeah.
They never are the ones to get mad at you. Now, people below you that are miserable people, like someone we mentioned earlier, people that are looking for something in their life. They're not successful. They're not doing well in their business. They don't have love. They're miserable people. They're the ones that get mad at you because you're just happy and living your life. So when those people get mad, it's like, I don't get mad at people. I wish the best for everybody. But when someone gets mad at me, I'm like, I'm not gonna beg for your friendship. I'm not mad. You're
Yeah.
mad. And now the way you're disrespecting me, you want me to apologize or something? Like, that's called gaslighting, no?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that word. Yes,
Very much
that was
so.
another
Add
word.
that word. We learned that in 2020. Go on.
That's funny.
Add that word to it.
That's funny.
That's all. That's all I have to say. So if Mercedes did this to me and I were Jeff, it would be over. It would just be over. I would
You would
stop
not
speaking
give
to you.
multiple chances.
I wouldn't even give a second chance. It would be over. Because what is the point? This is life. You're supposed to have good people in your corner. If someone's not in your corner,
Yeah, but
just
you
a
know what?
little bit, they're not in your